Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions. You can watch what I do. Just stay the fuck out my mentions. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing?
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1730 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. And today's episode of the podcast, 1730, is brought to you by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. The best sponsors in the world, the only sponsors of the Mancast, Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches, making sure that you're all making sick fucking gains. How are we doing today, fam? What's a good word? Drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? We got a Swole Slut Saturday coming on. We got some sexy little beach in the nut that we have to bust out in just a moment, but take a moment as you're coming in through the door, as you're getting your alerts, you're getting your evening broth, your tea. Maybe you got some evening coffee going on. Maybe you're a freak like that. I'm down with it. You're getting ready. You're putting pop on the big screen. We are ready to get into another episode. I'm excited. All right. So we got some new stuff. To talk about before we bust this beach open. It's a beautiful day to be a swole slut, by the way. So we'll get into that in just 1 second. We got a new release. We got a brand new Procast over on the Swolenormous Pro channel on YouTube. Some gorillas for that. Brand new Procast, indeed. And we also have uploaded that to the podcast. So you can also check out the other shows, the Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole, and a brand new episode 12 of the Swolenormous Procast. Make sure that you check that out. And I hope you're staying warm. I know there's a lot of snow going around. I see this from Nipdog. How to make a cold, snowy night better. Some live Papa Swoleo.
He's heating up!
Let's get some Catalina wine mixer. Thank you, Nipdog. I appreciate it.
Catalina wine mixer.
Happy.
Catalina wine mixer.
Happy to oblige. Happy to bring the warmth. Happy to warm up those nips, Nipdog. How many of you are dealing with snow right now? In Florida, it's a little bit chilly, a little bit chillier. The sun it was really warm, like summer, like holy shit. Kind of one of those days when you're thinking, my God, global warming is happening today. But it went away. And then it got chilly for a little bit. And then it's been a little bit windy. But it's been really nice in Florida. And that's why I moved here, because I wanted to be able to have my nips and get some vitamin D all year round. I'm not down with the snow anymore. I grew up in snow. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you to the snow. No thank you to the snow. No more of that shit. No more of that. Done. Done with the snow. So hopefully you're staying safe. Hopefully you're getting your shit going. And that's another reason why to have your home gym. That's another reason why to have a home gym, not just for the vid, not just for quarantines, but also when you get snowed in, because sometimes you might not be able to get to the gym. I understand. I remember snowstorms and you're scraping ice and you're trying to shovel and putting sand down and all that kind of shit in your driveway, and you're if you don't have a 4-wheel drive car or a truck, you're just fucked. You're fucked in the winter. So hopefully you're safe, but having the ability to pump at home is weatherproof. It doesn't matter if the gyms are closed because of a snowstorm or you can't make it to the gym or they shut it down because there's a new virus going around. You're able to get your pump on. Do not outsource your pump. Do not outsource your pump. Let's see. Booger Bubble raining all day here. Tomorrow too. Hashtag Swole Slut. Delicious. Aaron was just talking to One Arm Warrior. We were wondering when you were going live. Well, wonder no more. Wonder no more. Got you on the Swole text and the private SwoleFam Discord. For those of you that are SwoleFam members, remember you can sign up for the Discord, get access to the private SwoleFam Discord. It's in your Get Started series. Just log in. It's right under where you sign up for Swole text. And before we get started, we're about to bust this beach open. We got to get this party started. Head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the SwoleFam today. You can get started for less than $5, but we still have some amazing specials. Save up to 50% off. We got some 3-month and annual options. Fuck your resolutions. It's ending this week, so don't miss out on that. Seriously, we just dropped some brand new Swole Mastery workouts. What are you training right now? What program are you in? I know we ask this all the time, but it's great every single day to kind of get a roll call for who's showing up live. What are you training right now? What program are you in? Are you doing the 90-day dash? Are you doing Swole Mastery? Are you doing Scorched Earth? Are you doing Swole Season? What are you doing? Because we just dropped a couple more Swole Mastery workouts. So as you're going through that program, drop some new, I think, upper and lower foundation. We got some new stuff coming. Some good shit. Some good shit. I'm excited. Let's see what we got going on. Josh, home stretch of Swole season. Very nice, dude. Very nice. That's a long program. That's about 5 months unless you extrapolate a little bit more. Unless you took a pause. That's about 5 months. It's about 5 months of training. It's nice to finish that shit up or at least see the light at the end of the tunnel. What are your plans to do next, Josh? Let's see. Christian, yoga studio is my jam. That's right. How many of you tried the new yoga classes? Has anyone done the prenatal or postnatal yoga classes yet? I'm curious if anyone has put those into practice. We also had another, not express class. We had a morning flow that we released this past week with some new recipes, which are delicious. I know a lot of you have been enjoying those morning flows. Let's see. Sarah getting back into Swole Mastery. Week 1, day 2. There you go. Sit and spin. A little less miserable than I have been lately. Very nice. Good. No misery. No misery for you, Judith. Krista, I'm ninja training and mixed in Scorched Earth workouts and yoga. Ninja training. For what? Are you going to be a ninja someday? You going to do some ninja shit? Excuse me. Eddie, Swole season. Nice. Josh, you're in week 16, most likely the 90-day dash. Cool. So you do a little bit of a deloading type thing. Very nice. Alabastard, Swole season just finished week 4. Mike, just do it. Start with a 90-day dash. Hell yeah, dude. Cerny, loving Swole season. The gains are real. Hells yeah. Krista, the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Nice. Eric, I am unable to do pre and postnatal yoga as my wiener prevents pregnancy. Well, come on. Not all women get periods. You know the deal. Come on. It's 2021. It's 2021. Get with the fucking picture, Eric. You can be pregnant if you want to. We shall fight for your right to be pregnant, Eric. Just like a Life of Brian. We shall fight for your right to have babies, brother, sister. Sorry, I got one right here.
The little rascal has spirit.
My wife is about to get ready for pole season. Giggity. Nice. Krista, like Ninja Warrior stuff, swinging on bars, jumping. Cool. Enjoy. Very, very fun. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Okay, let's get into, now that we're here, flip yourself in a testicle and have sympathy pains. All right, sounds uncomfortable. Let's bust this beach open. Drop a comment down below. What are you working on? What part of the program? What program are you working on? What are you training? What's your focus for this weekend or for this week while we're busting open this beach, and put some respect on it. Come on now, fam. Let's get this beach out. All right, we got some Swole Slut here. My fucking God, Leo, get some help. Look, the SwoleFam is here for you, Leo. You need some help. Yeah, cheers. I hate not cheers. I'm not trying to brush you off, Leo. I'm not trying to brush you off, but seriously, we need to get you some help. You're just drinking every single day. And there's a lot of episodes to come. We're only on episode 1730. There's a lot to come, Leo. So I do not want to see this take a turn for the worst. Please take care of yourself one day, maybe take a break, one day, deload from the champagne a little bit. All right, hashtag SwoleSlut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's get some gorillas and let's get into the tip today. Remember, you could join the SwoleFam over at swolenormousx.com. Let's get into today's episode. Shall we dance, bitches? Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. We need to get Leo in the SwoleFam. I agree, Smokey. Leo, join us. Seriously, join us. We need to get Leo the elimination diet. We need to get him the elimination, or how about just the... just don't be a raging alcoholic diet. Something like that. Take care of yourself, Leo. Before we get into the tip, I do want to, we'll get into this in some of the knowledge cock portion. I talked about it a little bit in the pre-roll of the podcast, but we'll get into that in just a second. Let's take the first post from the SwoleFam. Let's see what we got in the box here. Let's go. Let's crack this beach open. All right. Inside the discussion boards in Swolenormous X, we got one from Steven. Hey fam, looks like I'm officially one of the beaches. Hell yeah, you are. You're an official beach. Welcome to the fam, Steven. A little bit about me. I've been going to the gym for about 4 years now after the lowest point in my life when I signed divorce papers and said goodbye to my only remaining grandfather all in a couple days. That's enough sappy shit for one post. I like how you wrapped up in one sentence. You're like, well, this sucked. All right, enough of that sappy shit. Let's fucking make games. Always looking for a new challenge to kick my ass, which I know I can find here. Read through some of your stories, and y'all are some of the strongest people I know. Looking forward to being a positive and supportive member of this community. Keep up the great work. Time to go to the fucking gym and get after it. Later, fam. Good shit, Steven. Welcome. I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. There you go. That's for damn sure. The SwoleFam, you're not going to get too many more. You're not going to find stronger people anywhere else. We got some real shit in the SwoleFam. Real shit. And these posts that people lay down every day on the regular, super inspiring. If you think for one day, if you're part of the SwoleFam and for one day you don't feel good about yourself, you feel like you're struggling, just go into the private group and poke around a little bit. You're going to get inspiration because you're going to see so many people around you that are fucking crushing it and that had a rough time or having a rough go and working through it. And you're going to see that and think, man, if they can do it, so can I. All right, one from Jamie. We got a question. Looking for some workout advice. I'm a runner in a very cold winter climate. This year with gyms closed, I'm stuck inside. Been working on the 90-day dash for fitness and maintenance, but looking for some indoor stress relief cardio ideas. How about moving?
He's heating up!
I'm just joking. Kind of. It's got to suck. It's one thing to be in a cold climate is quarantine enough. If you're in a cold climate, you can't do half the shit you want to do if you're in outdoors. That's the tough part. If you live in somewhere like Colorado or somewhere where there's mountains, it's so beautiful in the summer, but in the winter, it's just 6 months of just snow and can't go anywhere. Anyway, so some indoor stress relief cardio ideas. Well, you can do kettlebell work. Josh dropped in the comments, kettlebell swings. Kettlebells are great for cardio. Not to mention you could do a yoga class. You could do a level 2 or a level 3 class. So you're just trying to do cardiovascular stuff, indoor ideas. You could do any kind of jumping jacks or running in place or lunge switch jumps. You can get a rowing machine. A lot of it comes down to you getting equipment. So if you're looking for indoor stress relief cardio ideas, I'm never heard of anything categorized like that. Stress relief can come in so many different ways. Also, I would recommend looking into a sauna. I don't know if you have something that you're available that's available to you. I mean, aside from buying one for your place, if you have access to one, that mimics cardio very nicely. You could do Swole Mastery Acceleration. Sure, you could do body weight. You could do body weight and high intensity training, but kettlebells are great. And I'm just going to leave that here because there's all the standard indoor cardio things. You can get one of those Versa climbers. You can get one of those bikes with the arms and air assault bikes and shit like that. But Aside from getting equipment, I don't know what your ability is to purchase equipment because some of that stuff can get pretty expensive. A kettlebell is fantastic. You could learn a lot of great skills and you will be dripping in sweat, especially with a lighter kettlebell. You do a lot of circuits with like cleans and snatches or some kind of complex where you're doing a clean, then you're doing a snatch. You're just doing a whole snatch sequence that can really rock your world, Turkish get-ups and stuff like that. Aside from the standard treadmills, ellipticals, blah, 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 boring stuff. So you're looking for indoor stress relief cardio ideas. I would say kettlebells are great for cardio because, for one thing, when you're doing kettlebell work, you really don't have a lot of opportunity to let your mind wander. I don't know how you are with kettlebell training, but with lifting, with any other types of cardio, you can really think a lot about things. When you're doing kettlebell work, there's no room to think about anything else than what you're doing. Because if you make one wrong move, you're going to throw something out. You're going to break the fucking window or the wall or the floor of the kettlebell. You're going to hurt your back. You can throw your shoulder out because it's very technical. You're just focused on what you're doing. Whenever you're doing kettlebell stuff, you're in the fucking zone. Your mind doesn't wander. If your mind is anywhere else, you're going to hurt yourself. So it's a very nice cleansing, present type focus of training style because you're so engaged with the skill that you're doing. Just my personal take on why kettlebells are very unique and different than lifting for me personally. You know, it's one thing to do lifting. You're doing a heavy set. Yeah, you're focused in the present too, but from a cardiovascular standpoint, for sure. There are also indoor power walking programs. How do you do that indoor? Like if you're in a house, what do you just like march in place? People are going to look in your window and be like, yeah, they're goose stepping over there again in their living room. You might have the news channels out there on your front lawn if you're just marching around your house. Casey's Garage. Look for people giving away old equipment on Facebook Marketplace. Indeed, you can do that. People like the treadmill game. Yeah, it depends. Depends on what you're looking for. Does Papa Swole have a kettlebell workout? Yeah, we got Swole 7 kettlebell. We got some good ones over there. Got some kettlebell Swole 7 workouts for sure. We're gonna add some more stuff too. I'm gonna be updating a lot of you probably in the next week or two. We got some stuff going on inside the Swole universe. We got a lot of big changes coming. Good changes, big changes, but a lot of stuff that's moving around literally and figuratively. So there's gonna be a lot of new stuff coming, gonna be reorganizing some things. So lots of moving onwards and upwards in 2021. Let's take another post. You can keep on those comments down below. Remember to catch the live stream if you're listening over on YouTube at The Daily Swole. And if you're watching, you can also catch on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't miss out on the podcast. And if you enjoy the podcast, leave a 5-star review. It helps a lot. And I would love to hear a couple sentences on what the Daily Swole means to you and how it fits into your daily routine. If you haven't yet left a review on Apple Podcast, please do so. This is from Kate inside the SwoleFam. Got a question. Any ideas for healthy food on the go? I try to make lunches for the week on Sunday and they have to last till Thursday. I work outside, so I can't have a refrigerator. I also don't eat any animal-based products. Ew, you're one of those. If y'all got ideas, I'm getting tired of what I've been doing with a sandwich and a little bit of fruit. What are you eating? What kind of sandwich are you eating if you're not eating animal-based products? So you're a vegan. You're a vegan. That's a nice way to say you're a vegan. You don't eat any animal-based products, so you're a vegan. That's what that means to me. You can clarify if you're watching live, Kate. I'm not sure if you're watching live right now. So any ideas for healthy food on the go? Well, yeah, we have a lot of snacks and we have a lot of food prep stuff inside the kitchen. You try to make my lunches for the week on Sunday and they have to last till Thursday. So what are you going to eat? Sounds like you're just eating fruit and bread. Yeah, plant-based cooking. That sounds like, I don't know. I'm joking, of course, but it sounds like an oxymoron. It's like, what do you do? What are you eating? What are you preparing if you're not eating animal products? I don't get it. Oh, hi, Vegan Cat. I love it. You're watching live. Vegan Cat. I'm Kate. Haha. And yes, I'm vegan. Well, your name is Vegan Cat on YouTube. So I guess that makes sense. All right. So drop a comment down below. Drop a comment down below. You work outside, can't have a refrigerator. I also don't eat any animal-based products. So what do you normally eat? What do you normally eat? I'm curious as to what you normally do. You said you're getting tired of doing a sandwich and a little bit of fruit. What are you eating on the sandwich? I'm curious as to what that sandwich contains. I'm assuming maybe, is it something like, or is it like a peanut butter sandwich or something? I'm just curious, what are you witching between the sand? What are you putting in there? What are you holding together with that bread? Peanut butter and jelly. Oh man. See, this is like, look, it pains my heart. It pains my heart to hear people that eat like this. I mean, the last time I had a peanut butter and jelly I was probably in second grade. A peanut butter and jelly is just that's not something that an adult should eat. You're not getting nutrition from a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can do better, vegan cat. We can do better for you. Is there a reason? Just curious. Is there a reason why you chose to be a vegan? And again, just to clarify, there's nothing against it. I don't hate vegans. I chide and I tease. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense for optimal health to be avoiding just a fundamental aspect of human nutrition. But there's a lot of ideology and a lot of beliefs, and some people just don't want to harm animals. And I get it. But we're just too disconnected as a species, living in cities and living in concentrated areas. We're disconnected from the circle of life. And I just think it's so much easier to make health decisions when you're eating the way a human should. We can go down this road a little bit. Just curious. I'm always curious as to why. And I only really get upset when someone is choosing to be a vegan for bad reasons. I mean, your reasons are your own, but there are some people that are just doing it. Oh, I thought it was healthy. It's like, come on, stop just jumping on fads because you read an article or saw a blog or you saw something in Newsweek or something. I don't know. Vegan, it's for ethical reasons for me. Like what? It's not a health thing for me. It should be a health thing. See, that's what interests me. And I'm curious. Again, I'm not trying to pick it apart. But if you're not doing it for health, why are you hurting your health? Like, why are you threatening your own health for an ethical reason? Do you feel, or why are you sacrificing yourself? I think it should always be a health thing. There's no reason why you can't be good to the environment and you can't be a wonderful person and still consume animal products. It's just much harder to get actual real nutrition when you're avoiding such things. Just curious. Anyway, you could drop a comment down below. If you have any other food suggestions aside from peanut butter and jelly and fruit, because we got to get you some protein. We got to get you some good healthy fats. We got to get you some good stuff. So make sure you go comment on that post and give some more insights. Yeah, I'll leave this here. Veganism isn't about health. It's a moral principle. I'm aware it's not a health threat if you are smart about it. Well, I'll leave that there. I'll leave you all to your opinions, but I disagree. But it's all good. It's all good. So many vegans are nutrient devoid and are threatening their livelihoods by abiding to those principles for a sense of virtuousness that is just, I don't know. Self-sacrifice is not my recommended, but I appreciate all of you for being here and your pursuit. So just drop some comments on that post. If you have any other meal prep suggestions, we do have vegan meals and snacks and ideas inside the kitchen. So if you haven't checked there, if you're an unlimited member, you can check there in the kitchen because we do have other options there. All right, Christian, one of our mods. Today was a great day. I had the day off from work, so I got a massage, raked leaves, watered the yard, and of course, crushed my workout. There you go. Cardio and yoga in the gorgeous Texas sunshine. I am one of the oddballs in the world who generally loves burpees. Oopsies. Genuinely loves burpees. So you're a weird one. They are a total body butt kicker. Hope you all have an amazing weekend. Oh, and the stray cat Patches join me for my workout. My cheerleader. Very nice. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. It's not a question. Krista, vegan for me is health. I tried keto, grass-fed first, and cholesterol went up. Have you read up on the misconceptions about cholesterol and high cholesterol? Hopefully you have. I would check out a lot of the latest research, podcasts, and books about cholesterol. The doc wanted to put me on statins. Ugh. So I found a new doc and cholesterol is going down being vegan. I miss steak and bacon. I would think you would. I think so too. I would think so. There's a lot of misconceptions around cholesterol and other lifestyle habits. So just make sure you keep on pursuing it and pursue your best health. Very, very concerned about people that are avoiding quality animal products, but do the best that you can. Bottom line, take care of yourself. Carrie, hey fam, update for anyone who saw my post from a couple days ago. Thanks everyone for the advice and encouragement. I ate pretty well the last few days and I feel good. Not perfect, but that's not what I'm going for. I've started cooking a lot more than I ever have, and I've been making a new recipe each night. I got a recipe app that I really like. Thanks again, and I'll keep updating my fam. Very nice, Carrie. Excellent. Fantastic. We got 1 and 2 here. All right. So let's move into, we got some more questions. Let's get into a little bit.
Just an
inch. We got some more tip. That doesn't make sense. We just did that.
Babe, just an inch.
We did it twice.
It's cold outside.
Why'd that button regenerate, recycle? Anyway, we got a bunch of tips. All right, we're getting some knowledge cocks. We'll take some questions in a second. Before we get into some of those questions, today, I talked about this a little bit in the pre-roll. I did a leg workout and it was a good workout. It was a good workout, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't a PR day. It wasn't like the best workout I've ever had. And I just want to remind you that if you're training, remember, you're not going to always hit a PR. You're not going to always break the ceiling. You're not always going to have the most epic workout in history of all time. You just have to make sure you keep on giving yourself those opportunities to have excellent workouts. And it was definitely a solid one for me. And it was definitely like a placekeeper. So I'm doing this workout and it's getting me amped for the next one. Of course, I'm going to train again tomorrow and the next day. But sometimes you're going to find that you do a workout and it's just kind of leaves you wanting more. It leaves you, all right, I did it, but I could have done better. Don't beat yourself up about one single workout. It's very common for people to feel like they all was lost, or I wasted a workout, or I did this and I could have done more. It's all about the macro. It's all about what kind of opportunities are you giving yourself? Are you giving yourself that consistent exposure to those types of stresses in order to have as many quality workouts as possible? So sometimes, like today, I had a great workout. Was it the best workout ever? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think it was, but it was a good one. It was a good one. So just make sure that you are keeping at it. Don't get discouraged and just keep on going. Just some thoughts before we get into some more questions. So if you have a question, drop a comment down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Seeing some fun comments. Let's see, some follow-up. Vegan cat, been vegan for almost a year now. Very cool. Good for you. Eric, I've been vegan for about half an hour. Yeah, I was vegan. I had a bowl of blueberries and then I had a cup of bone broth. Delicious. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Annika, in Slingshot Intuition Week. Today is total body. Very nice. RW, Papa Swole, would you recommend adjustable kettlebells? I've never used one. I would recommend real kettlebells if you can. I've never actually tried one. I don't know how they feel, but if you have the ability to, I would recommend getting the real deal. I'm not sure what kind you're looking at. Excuse me. Like I've said, I haven't used them, but when it comes to doing certain moves with kettlebells, I'm not sure how it would work. It would depend on the design, the window, which is the handle and the space between the bell and the handle. And you want to make sure you get a reputable brand. That way you can get a quality swing. It depends on what exercises you're doing. Sometimes it might be okay for certain ones, but I don't know how that would work for actual power moves like snatches or cleans. It might not work well at all. It might just be good for like doing, okay, you squat up and down. A lot of them aren't meant for real kettlebell work. So depends. Depends. All right. So we got more questions. You could drop in the comments below. We got one from the Discord. Eric, what up? Papa Swole wondering where you would incorporate neck training into a program. You could do it on any day. If you want to do a couple other exercises for your neck, you could do it on a back day, on any day that you're doing traps, maybe an arm day, for example. I would make sure that whenever you're doing any kind of neck training, make sure you start very, very light and you're doing higher repetitions. Okay. It's a very sensitive area. You have a lot of moving parts, and the last thing you want to do is jack up your fucking neck. So doing your dead hangs, do some scapular depressions, do some farmer's walks. Those are great just for the traps and for the neck and just for stabilization. Make sure you're getting those retractions, those cervical flexors. You could just do some neck retractions with a band. There's many different ways to do neck training, but I would recommend lighter weight, higher repetitions, and just do them on an upper body day, maybe once or twice a week light, and just see how it goes from there. The last thing you want to do is get super stiff and it affects your workouts, because if you get a really stiff neck from training it, and it's going to lock you up for other movements. And if you're not used to it, if you overload your neck, you can easily tweak something because it gets so stiff and inflamed, you don't realize it. And then other workouts, you can kind of like maybe pull something if you overload it too quickly, if you add it to your program. So we'll have some other corrective exercise stuff for the neck coming in the future in X. But I want to get some more feedback on the adjustable kettlebells. I don't know how many of you have adjustable kettlebells. You could drop that in the comments down below. Jill, I have a loadable one for goblet squats and kettlebell swings. So that might be where an adjustable kettlebell is effective, is to do something like swings. But like I was mentioning, for cleans or for snatches or for anything where it's, you're flipping it around and it's laying on your arm. I don't know how the design of the kettlebell is. There are some that look like a kettlebell and you load it from underneath and it's like a shell of a kettlebell. But again, I don't know what the design is on that. There's a bunch of different ones. Sometimes a kettlebell looks square. It doesn't even look like a kettlebell, so it doesn't swing the same way. But for some basic fundamental exercises, you could do that. There's also, I think Rogue sells one. I'm sure other companies do. It's actual handle that clips onto a dumbbell handle. So you can actually turn a dumbbell into a kettlebell. But of course, you're turning it into a kettlebell, but it's really going to be geared towards swings. So if you get one of those kettlebell handle attachments, you could turn your dumbbell into a kettlebell, but it's not going to have the same it's not going to have the same effect as a real kettlebell, but you could do swings with it. So you can check that out. Let's see here. Jack the Squish. I'm going to be joining a gym when I move home in a week. What is something to look for in a good gym? Does it matter? Well, you want to feel comfortable in the gym. You want to get good vibes from it. It depends on what size gym you're going towards. There is a benefit to going to a small gym versus a large gym. And one of the benefits could be, let's say it's less traffic, it's less crowded. Also, if you have a smaller gym or you go to a smaller facility, everything's closer together. So it makes it easier to do supersets. Maybe the squat rack is closer to the free weights. A lot of times in those big gyms, you'll have machines all the way over here, and then you have free weights all the way over there. And if you're trying to do any kind of superset or do things in close proximity, you have to go all the way over here and bring weights all the way over there, or vice versa. And it can make it more of a pain in the ass. So there's a benefit to a smaller gym. I would recommend go to a gym that has a squat rack. If your gym doesn't have a squat rack or multiple squat racks, I would opt for a different gym. If you're going to go to a gym, make sure you get the equipment that you should have at a gym. So if you train at home and you don't have a squat rack, that's one thing. But if you don't have the ability to do free weights at a facility, it kind of defeats the purpose. You want to be able to access equipment that you couldn't get at home. So I would recommend stuff like that. But you want to feel good in the gym. It's nice to have a clean gym. You don't want to have a dirty shithole. Although I'm not really against, I don't mind dirt and chalk and things like that. But it depends. You have to have get good vibes, good hours in the gym. I guess the usual. But some gyms don't have squat racks, or they don't have a lot of free weight things. Becoming Divine. Welcome to the channel. New subscriber here. Welcome. What are your thoughts on cheat meals? I think it's an excuse. I'm not a fan of cheat meals. I don't think that phrasing should even exist in your mind. I think that's an excuse to eat shit that you know you shouldn't be eating. All right. It's like an excuse that an addict makes, like, well, I want to eat this, so it's going to be a cheat meal. Why? Why are you cheating on your gains? Why are you cheating on your results? Why are you eating shit? And it has nothing to do with whether or not you're going to gain 10 pounds and you're going to lose all your progress. A lot of people say, well, it's not going to affect your progress negatively. It's going to help keep you focused. Is it really? Or is it going to be a nice little stepping stone, a nice little lily pad, into the next cheat meal? It's like, so you're just going to be fucking holding your breath until the next cheat meal. You're just going to be living from cheat meal to cheat meal. And if you're already implementing cheat meals, chances are you're slacking and you're eroding a lot of other areas of your discipline. So whether or not you want to justify eating crap, fundamentally, if you're putting in garbage into your body, it's negatively affecting you, whether or not you can still see your abs the next day, whether or not the scale shows a pound or two more or not. Depends on how you judge your progress. I judge progress and I judge the result of that based on common sense and just the objective fact that it's garbage food. Why are you eating it? That's not helping you. If you want to justify it, then you can justify it. Many people do. So I'm not saying that you won't get results. I'm not saying that you can't stay lean. I'm not saying that, but there are things that you should be consuming that are better for your body. And there are things that your body is going to have to defend because you are putting in artificial crap or poisons that your body has to actually mount a defense against. So whether or not you want to justify that, that's going to be on you. But I prefer not to schedule my scheduled debauchery and schedule eating shit. I just have my foods that I consume. I don't even think about an elimination personally. I don't think about, I'm restricting from all these other foods. No, I have my foods. When I feast, when I fuel up, I eat these foods. I eat A, B, C, D, E. And I've been adjusting and refining that over the years. And you're going to have to do the same thing. Like, we got some people that are vegans here. So some of you that what you eat normally on a daily basis, I don't eat. So this is just my mindset. It's more important to have the proper mindset of how you approach your nutrition. And when it comes to the 7 pillars, like we always talk about, pillar number 2, nutrition, is food quality superseding food quality over food quantity. Again, it doesn't mean that quantity doesn't exist. It just means that if you are looking at quantity at the expense of food quality, you're fundamentally thinking about your nutrition in the wrong manner. And it's going to be a negative for you. It's going to be hurting you more than helping you in the long term. So it's important to think about your food in the right way. So I don't address cheat meals. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we got another question here from Gaz9452 on Instagram. Remember, if you're following me, Instagram at SwoleNormus, check out my stories for question stickers. There we go. That was nice. That was nice.
He's heating up!
Oh, Falcon. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Falcon. All right, Papa Swolio, thoughts on weighted calisthenics for getting swole and juicy? Ooh, swole and juicy. I like that. Calisthenics are great. Push-ups, pull-ups, body weight stuff. I do like doing things like weighted dips. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of weighted pull-ups. I think it changes the angles a little bit and really cause a lot of cheating, but you can do so smartly. Negatives are fantastic. You can definitely build out a lot of definition, a lot of detail, and get a lot of stabilizers with calisthenics. So if you combine that, it's all about muscular overload. So if you're not able to overload your body enough, you're only going to hit a limit with that muscle growth. Now, it's going to come down to nutrition as well. And your body will adapt to those types of repetitions. Your body will adapt to the body weight training a lot quicker than weights. So you can only add so much. You can only overload your body so much with calisthenics. You can push yourself, do negatives, do isometric holds. Yes, do more reps. Yes, you can add weights. You can do a vest. You can have a dip belt and things like that. So you can definitely build a ton of muscle. Now, are you going to be able to build as much muscle as with doing other types of weights? There are certain exercises that are going to stimulate your body more to build muscle. And what I mean by that, just from a general term, for example, if you're trying to build big legs, you really want to overload your body from the skeletal standpoint. You really want to get that compressive force. You really want to have a bar on your back, or doing front squats. You really want to overload your spine. You want to overload your system. And there's a big difference between doing let's say, heavier squats, whether they're front squats or back squats or deadlifts, than just doing a lot of air squats or doing a lot of walking lunges body weight. So there's a lot of different concepts of the benefits of calisthenics. I think it's definitely an amazing tool. It's great for supersets. It's great for drop sets. It's great for doing things like weighted pull-ups or weighted dips. I'm a big fan. Doing only that, if you do only weighted calisthenics, you're definitely going to limit yourself. You're not going to get all the dynamics and the ability. These are all tools in your toolbox. So remember, you don't have to only do one thing. There's always this idea that, oh, what are your thoughts on weighted calisthenics? Because I do that. Well, why can't you mix that in? It doesn't have to be kettlebells or nothing. You'll see this on Instagram too. You see a lot of people that just do kettlebell stuff all the time. Okay, that's like only that. You see a lot of people that only do Olympic lifting or only do barbell. Like, okay, no dumbbell. They don't do any bands, no bands whatsoever. Like, you're missing out on some of the tools. And it doesn't mean that every single band exercise is great. There's certain exercises that I find that are optimal with doing bands. Like, you'll get such a better workout by doing them with bands or with a cable than with a dumbbell. It depends, right? So if you're trying to do squats, I would recommend doing squats with a bar versus doing squats with bands or squats with dumbbells. You're going to be able to overload your body more. You're going to get more skeletal overload, build more bone density. Yeah. So all those different types of things. So it depends on what your goal is, how you're implementing that into your overall programming. A lot of different stuff there. Take some more comments. Judry, the cheat word itself has negative connotation. It'll bring negative results. I rather call my meals nutritious or dessert. I have dessert as a reward when hitting good results. Feels better. Sure, it's all perspective and how you label it. Cheat meals definitely seems like, I don't like the approach. Saying it's a cheat meal is usually just a reason why you can eat garbage food. Well, it's a cheat meal. Because it's a cheat meal, I can eat whatever I want. I don't know about that, right? All right, we got one from M. Vartanyan. MV Artanyan. Vartanyan. M. Vartanyan? Like the Three Musketeers? I don't know. Anyway, I'm 16 years old, 80 kilograms, and 1.85 meters. I don't know. I can't translate that. I don't know what that is. 80 kilograms, that's what? 2.2, 160, what? 170. 175, 1.85 meters. God damn it. I can't convert that right now on the fly. How tall is that? And I'm training boxing. So I'm 16 years old, 80 kilograms, 1.85 meters and training boxing. But I want to ask you, can I drink coffee? Is it harmful? Good question. Kind of convenient because we've been talking about coffee a lot the last week or so because I mentioned that I haven't consumed coffee. I stopped a week ago. Just I shouldn't say kind of cold turkey. I just stopped. So I haven't consumed coffee. Is it harmful? Well, there is a lot of evidence that shows that it's not beneficial or humans probably shouldn't be drinking it. And there's also evidence that it might not be that negative. I mean, there's both. So I think there's a lot of, it's more out in the, I don't want to say, not out to lunch, but it's a little bit more up in the air. It's definitely a drug. Coffee is a drug. I've always said that. I was drinking coffee regularly, lots of coffee. Now, do I feel like it's absolutely necessary? No, I think in general, it's probably better for people not to drink coffee because you don't want to necessarily rely on something else to be it can negatively affect your sleep. It can amplify anxiety. And it could also cause digestion issues. It can cause migraines. It can lead to other types of, of poor outcomes. But it's not necessarily a bad thing for a lot of people. You might not find, those of you that are watching and listening, you might not find anything negative with coffee. And you won't really know until you cut these things out. That's why with the elimination diet, you want to make sure that you are eliminating coffee. That way you can understand the sensitivities that can be triggered by coffee because you're essentially just grinding down beans and just putting water in them. Just like almond milk. You're just soaking nuts in water. It's kind of weird. But I feel really good not drinking coffee. Do I kind of miss it? Yeah, kind of. But at the same time, I don't feel any less energy, really. I just feel less jittery or less, I don't know, I guess less anxiety, I suppose. So there's a lot of speculation as to how much coffee people should be drinking. What I will say is you should be looking for a high quality coffee, an organic roast, maybe single origin. You want a real good quality coffee. You don't want to get old or stale or moldy coffee. There are certain coffees that might treat you better than others. So I would recommend starting with a small amount and seeing how you react to it, seeing how you feel, and just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, keep an eye on it. It can definitely get out of hand. There's some great podcasts. Dr. Saladino on the Carnivore MD, that his podcast, he just did a whole thing on coffee, talking about how coffee, all the evidence that actually, all the evidence that outlines the negatives of coffee. So you can check that out and see if maybe some of those things sound like you, but it depends. Are you going to have a lot of issues from drinking it? Maybe not. But if you need to reset your sleep, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, if you have a lot of anxiety issues or stress, it could be something that not necessarily causes it, but it could be something that compounds it. So if you're already an anxious person or you have trouble sleeping at night, you got to be careful because it can definitely ramp that up because it is a stimulant. So be careful. Yeah, Starbucks is the nastiest shit ever. Starbucks is gross. Steve, then why is coffee good for the liver? Is it? Where's the evidence of that? I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that it's good for the liver. A lot of these things depend on the person because whenever you talk about one food, for example, whenever you talk about one food in particular, you can't look at one food and for everyone, it's not going to treat the same way. Not everyone's going to be the same way with one food because that one person has millions of different variables. That person's eating all these other types of foods. What's their gut biome like? We're still not sure about how the gut biome really and how to adjust and what the optimal gut biome is for people. There are just so many other different foods that one person might be eating that can interact with that coffee, their lifestyle habits, other patterns that they have that might lead to coffee being a good idea or not a good idea. And I'm not a hypocrite at all. This is just I might go back to drinking it. I seriously might. I decided to take a week off and just see how I felt the first day or two. I felt a little bit, just that standard, a little bit like a little groggy. Just because I just went boom, I just stopped. And I was drinking tea at night. I stopped that too. And I feel good. I was surprised how quickly I didn't get any headaches. I didn't have any crazy ass hangover. I'm actually more curious about it. I haven't been drinking coffee. I've just been drinking more bone broth. But it's interesting. Do I miss it a little bit? Sure. But it's also a habit. So I'm not sure how much I miss it or it's nice. It's nice actually for me to not think about having to make coffee. I felt like a lot of my day was about getting more coffee or going and making some more coffee. Kind of just didn't want to depend on that for my energy anymore. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I do love the taste of coffee. I do like it. We do love our coffee here, fam, but it definitely is something that is on the list for the elimination diet. It could be a trigger, and a lot of you probably have dealt with it. A lot of it could be a trigger. Caffeine can trigger a lot of issues with anxiety and stress. So if you don't have that under control, coffee could be a contraindication in your diet. So whether or not the research comes out and whether or not this is proven one way or the other, again, this is a lot of the nutrition science is new. Everyone thinks that we have iPhones, so we must know all the answers. I think in the past year in 2020, we should know, humans don't know a lot of things. A lot of humans talk like they know everything, but they don't know everything. So you gotta pursue things with understanding that humans are still figuring shit out. Soul Train, should I cut out caffeine in general? I have trouble sleeping and stressed, but I feel like I need it to function at work. Well, you might need it to function at work if you're not sleeping well. So you're using it. It's kind of a vicious cycle. I would recommend cutting it out. If you're having trouble sleeping, you need to get on a better evening routine, because better sleep you will have that you'll have better function at work with better sleep. There's nothing more important than sleep. Truly, fam. There's really nothing more important than sleep. Everyone's concerned about nutrition and the training. If you're not sleeping, you're not repairing. Even without exercising, you're not recovering enough just for daily life if you are not sleeping. And I believe in, again, that recent podcast, check it out, about caffeine that I mentioned on Dr. Saladino's podcast. It was interesting. I've been poking around more for more information on coffee and such, and the pros and cons. And I'm not saying there's any cons per se. I think we all agree that coffee is not a good thing if you're putting in tons of milk and sugar and sweeteners. That's where people just go off the fucking rails with their lattes and all the stuff that you put in coffee. Now, I've had many cups of bulletproof coffee where you put in the grass-fed butter and the MCT oil. That's really nice. And that's also a lot of calories. So where else are you getting your calories from? What's your overall nutrition like? And I was doing that for a while. I don't know. I've been trying different things. I'm impressed with how good I feel by not consuming coffee. And I believe caffeine is a defense mechanism for plants. So it could be something that you find that your body is actually resisting or being negatively affected by. Is it interesting? It's interesting. It's interesting. And it just goes to show more and more how people are very individualized and very different. So I'm not here to demonize coffee. It's just raising the question and just sharing with you all that I'm currently not drinking coffee. Will I go back to it? Maybe. I'm not discounting that. I'm not saying, well, I don't drink coffee anymore. You shouldn't drink coffee either. It's the devil. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. I feel pretty good. I was drinking a lot of coffee. Daddy was I was drinking a lot of coffee. Annika, loved the Procast, by the way. It was very informative. Thank you. I appreciate it. How many of you checked out episode 12? Trevere, personally, I cannot drink coffee black, but high quality cream from the local farm does the trick. Oh, black coffee is delicious. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Steve, I read articles talking about it being good for your liver. You can overdo it, but coffee has to be black, no sugars. Yeah, don't put sugar in your coffee. Oh, then you're just drinking soda, right? Steve, but couldn't your results come from drinking just more bone broth? You mean me? Like right now, my results, I was drinking bone broth with the coffee. If anything, I might be having one more cup of bone broth a day. I feel pretty good. I'm literally just impressed. I thought I was going to have a lot more. I thought I was going to go through personally. I thought I was going to go through much more of a withdrawal type thing. I thought I was going to have a lot more of an issue not drinking coffee from a habit standpoint too, because every morning that was part of the routine. That was part of what I did. Do my mobility, meditation, that kind of stuff. And then have some coffee. But I felt like everything was kind of getting cut short for me to get coffee. And I don't know. Not really sure if I like the idea that I need to have coffee to get my day started, but I do love coffee. So I might go back to it. I might go back and test and see if I just get holy shit blown away. I'm probably just my heart probably go nuts, resensitized to caffeine and shit. Anyway, I do like it. Justin, do you ever drink alcohol anymore? I'll have scotch now and again. I might have some tonight with a cigar. It depends. 8:30. Yeah, night's getting long in the tooth. Maybe not tonight. We'll see. I do, but not a lot. Not often. If I do, I like the taste. I like the flavor. I like the experience. I'm not like a couple years ago where I would just have some beef and bacon and have a couple beers. Not a beer person anymore. But I do like some good whiskey. I'm a fan. But I haven't had a lot. Talking about coffee makes me want some coffee. I know, right? Let's talk about grass-fed steak. Let's talk about ribeye or something. Let's get hungry for something else. You've been drinking coffee since you were 9? Culinary adventure. I drink coffee almost every morning, but I'm trying to cut back. Been drinking it since I was 9, and now I'm 25. My God. They talk about coffee stunting growth or caffeine if you drink too much of it. Maybe not. Down. All right, we got a question. We got one more, and then we got to go into some shit posts. Lisa Pertu, what is your day job?
Yow.
I am the CEO of SwoleNormous. You can learn more at SwoleNormousX.com. Everything SwoleNormous, SwoleNormous apparel, all the YouTube channels, the SwoleNormous audio experience, SwoleNormous Procast, Red, White, and Swole, all facets of SwoleNormous. I am a entrepreneur, business owner of SwoleNormous. That's my day job. Shocking as it may seem. What do you do? Just talk all the time and you just lift weights? What do you do for a living? Help thousands of people make some sick fucking gains, am I right? We make gains every day. Oh yeah, and I drop knowledge cock on the Daily Swole. Thank you for the question, though. Ooh, good question. Just be in Chiara. Did you go to the fucking gym? I fucking did. I fucking did. Yeah, what's your job, right? What's your job? Telling people to go to the fucking gym. Not a bad job. Not a bad job. What do you do for work? What do you do for a job? You know, that's also one of the tough things. That's one of the tough things. I'm on the job right now. Damn straight, Mac. Damn straight. That's one of the things. That's one of the things that always makes me feel unaccomplished. And it's true. Every single day, I feel like I haven't done anything because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the podcast. I enjoy creating content for X. I enjoy the YouTube videos. It's a grind. It's a hustle. It's a lot of recording. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff going on. But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's like, shit, what have I done today? It's really, I mean, any of you that love what you do, if you have your own business or you're starting something or you're building a business around your hobby, you will really, it's really hard to feel like you actually have done anything because there's so many more things to do, so many more ideas. You always want to keep on going. There's never an end. It's always more stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, did I even work today? Did I even do anything? It's like, oh shit. Yeah, I did. I was live for 2 hours. I did all of this. I did all that. I filmed this. I did that. And then, okay, I have to look at it on paper sometimes to realize, okay, I did this today. I did this today. I did this today. But yeah, do what you love what you do, work your fucking ass off. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Yow. Who's your daddy?
Yow.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yow.
Yow. Unlike you, Papa, I feel like I work every day of my life. Well, I feel like I work. I just enjoy what I do. I just enjoy what I do. Trust me. Trust me. Working, it's a job. Oh, it's a job. It's a job. A lot of the stuff that I do is stuff that I don't want to do. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. It's not all little sexy beaches and swole sluts, is it? There's always stuff that there's always stuff that you're going to have to do during the day, no matter what you do. There's always going to be stuff that you do, even if you have your own business and you love what you're doing and you're doing it with good intent and you're helping people. There's always things that you have to do that you might not want to do, but at the same time, it's all for the same purpose. It's all going the same direction. So it's part of it. It's part of it. There you go. Josh, working on writing so I can get to the point. I don't need my current job. Hell yeah. Eddie, I feel you, bro. I always loved cutting the grass, so I started a lawn care company. I've grown huge, and I feel like I don't have a job. There you go, man. Good for you. Good for you, Eddie. I love it. Good for you, dude. Yeah, I mean, it might seem so simple. People are like, oh, you like to mow lawns? Like, why not? There's something really serene and calming about being outside in nature, mowing the grass, the smell of fresh grass, or out there in the sun. Like, man, would you rather be in a coal mine? Would you rather be, I don't know, making iPhones in China or something like that, or in Vietnam for slave wages? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. If you're doing something, if you're your own boss and you're doing stuff by your, on your call, it's very liberating. It's still hard work. Still got to put in effort. And make sure if you're interested in stuff like that, if you're interested in conversations around that, on that nip, check out the SwoleNormus Procast. So just dropped episode 12 if you want to talk more entrepreneurship, marketing, media, technology, stuff like that. Check out SwoleNormus Pro. But I agree. Manual labor is the tits. You feel so rewarded. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. For example, for what I do, a lot of stuff is digital and recording. But when you're building something physically, there's something, and I think that's why I really like fitness, because you're actually lifting and moving things and building a physique. But when you're building a house, you're creating something physically. There's something about that that is really unique because you're like, hey, nothing was here. And then you made this and you can see it. It's objective. And I think that's why a lot of people get really wrapped up when it comes to the 7 pillars, is that all the things that really help you get the most results, they're not really tangible. Mindfulness, that's not tangible. Mobility. Yeah. I mean, like, you're not physically creating anything. You're actually opening up your body. Yeah. You feel better. Recovery, the nutrition. I don't know. A lot of these things, it's not tangible. The results aren't instant gratification, of course, but there's nothing that you see black and white, like, boom, I did this, I created this, this is the benefit. A lot of it's internal. A lot of it's how you think about things, but that makes all the difference for you getting those physical results. So it's a different way to think about things. Casey, there's so many jobs that need to be done. Why not find your passion about, and why not find something that you're good at? Seriously. I know there's a lot of talk about doing something that you're passionate about. Do something that you're good at. If you're good at it, fucking do it, because then you're going to make money. Seriously, you're going to make money. You're going to make money if you're good at it. And then you can also pursue your passion. But that's what the benefits of the internet. You can build something around your hobby. You could build something around one of the favorite things that you like. You can build something around around an interest, in addition to how you make your money based on what you're good at. All right, let's go deep.
That's deep.
All right. Join the SwoleFam, SwoleNormusX.com. Let's get into some Duke posts. We got a couple here. We got a lot of text ones. We're going to be reading someone. I think this is Tumblr. I don't even know what this is. Let's read this one. Let's see what we got. Drop some shit posts. Here we go.
What's in the box?
We'll take a couple for Swole Slut Saturday. Remember, hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. All right. Let's read through this. I haven't screened these. So we're going to read through these together. We're going to see what goes down. This is a couple paragraphs. Let's read this. Quote, ugh, yes. My best friend, who's incredibly thin and athletic, he has visible abs, sometimes makes little remarks about how she's getting a tummy or her thighs got fat as she got older. She's 36. Another friend keeps saying she wants to lose weight despite being very thin, and I die a little inside every time. Aww. I die a little inside every time.
Come on, stop whining.
I even asked that second friend, well, if you think you're overweight, then what must you think about me? And she was like, oh, you're fine. You look great. And she probably genuinely thinks that because she's not bothered by my weight, just focused on her own, but still, it's so insensitive and hurtful. And like, if people thinner than me still want to lose weight, that's all valid as long as it's done in a healthy way, of course. You do you. I want you to be happy, but maybe don't keep telling me all about it, okay? You need to be not a biche. All right. This is, again, someone who's probably obese. This is just a general concept. And someone who's thinner is like, oh my God, I'm getting a tummy. I'm getting this. And you feel bad because you're fat. You need to be a stronger person. You need to grow some thicker skin and handle it. Or don't hang out with that person. Okay? Don't hang out with that person. If you don't like what that person says and you don't feel good around that person, then don't spend time around that person. Or support your friend or whatever. It's not all about you. And maybe you should lose weight. Maybe you probably need to. I don't know. Chances are 75% of the population are overweight or obese. Roll the dice. Chances are. Oh, here we go. We got this post. It says, oh, we talk, speaking of cheat day.
What's in the box?
Yo, speaking of cheat day, we got a post about cheat days. Let's see this nonsense. All right. What are the benefits of a cheat day? What are the benefits? Oh, settle down. Hold on.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Hold on now. What are the benefits of a cheat day? Cheat days can be a great tool to help motivate you to stick to your diet plan. Use cheat days to build a positive relationship with food. View your favorite dessert or comfort food as a reward rather than a coping mechanism. So you're a dog and you're treating yourself for... This is weird. Something that you should keep in mind is that a cheat day isn't a license to binge eat. Sure, well, that's how people are going to use it. Binge eating on your cheat day may lead to eating-related issues and hurt your ability to self-regulate. That's why you don't do it. Contrary to popular belief, binge eating does not boost your metabolism. It may have the opposite effect. Just like your diet, it's best to approach it with a plan and the focus on the long term. So this entire post just contradicts itself and completely negates the point that you're trying to make. It can be a great tool. Well, why even fucking bother? Why bring the devil into the house, right? Why? It's not helping you. Give me a fucking break. Motivates you to stick to your diet plan? Sure, here's some treats. Good boy, good girl. Yes, you good boy. You did your workout today. You're so good. Now you can stuff your face with garbage.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have an MSW. What's an MSW? Masters in MSW. A Masters in Women? A Masters in Women? LCSW. Losing coach. I feel like there's something. We talked about this already. LCSWC. Who the fuck knows? All right, we got another post.
What's in the box?
Whatever. Mantras for food guilt. Here we go. All right, here's some mantras for food guilt. When my body digests food glucose, looks the same. It doesn't matter if it came from quinoa, you can't spell, or cake. It does matter, but okay. Okay, so the glucose from quinoa or cake, I mean, I don't eat either of those things, but it's totally different because there's a lot of other shit that you're consuming. It's not just that one macro. I hate this kind of crap. You're isolating one fucking macro and acting like, wow, it's going to be the same. No, what about all the other chain reactions and things and other... there are a lot of variables when you consume food. It's not the only thing that's in that food. Next mantra, I am not a robot. My body can handle eating more than usual and will simply use that additional energy. No, it won't. It'll store it, especially if you're not fucking eating the right foods and you're eating too much and you're not exercising. Your body will just use that additional energy. You do know that fat is stored energy, correct? Stupid. That's a Matt Damon. That's a Matt fucking Damon. Calories are life-giving energy. Oh God, not something to be feared. Life-giving energy. So what does that mean? Food guilt. Yeah, too much is not life-giving. Too much is excess. Something to be feared. This is, you're fearing calories. No food is, quote, good or bad. It is, you just have to define what good or bad is. So you're using blanket terminology to put your arm around people's shoulders and you're not defining the words. Of course, good or bad is a vague subjective term, but if you define them, sure, you can say a food is good or bad, just define what good or bad means and then categorize them as such. McDonald's is fucking bad. It's not good for you. Okay. Burger King is not good for you. Taco Bell is not good for you. Absolute gutter trash. Okay. Of course, well, it's not bad. Oh, you naughty taco. Well, the quality, the ingredients are shit. My body is smart. I don't need to try to micromanage it. Your body should be smart, but your body doesn't know. Your body doesn't have the right software. It's not running on proper software. You've been confusing it your entire life. I don't even know what you're trying to get at with that. I don't have to micromanage it. My life is worth so much more than obsessing about food and my body. Well, you don't have to obsess about food or your body. You're choosing to. You might be obsessed about your body because you don't look good. Why don't you look good? Because you're probably not worried about what you're putting in your mouth. So the vicious cycle continues. The vicious cycle continues. If you're eating shit food, you're going to look like shit. You're going to feel like shit. And then you're going to be more concerned. Why do I look like shit? Why do I have migraines? Why do I have this little pouch around my stomach? Why do I have this pouch and all this stuff around my legs? It's because you're eating crap. You're eating shit. You're sucking down processed crap. You're not exercising. People don't realize that if you want your body to look a certain way, you want to really be fucking healthy, it's a number one priority. It's your job. It's your lifestyle. It's what you do all the time. And if you don't do that all the time, don't expect amazing results. You're not going to look amazing. You're not going to be lean, have muscles, and feel great and all this stuff unless you make it your number one priority. And if you don't have the time or you have other things that you want to prioritize first, be understanding of that with yourself. It's just like you want to be a pro basketball player, or a pro golfer. If you don't practice all the fucking time, you're not going to be great at it. If you don't put all your effort and focus on creating a healthy body and train, you're not going to get it. So if you think you can put in half-assed effort and get amazing results, you're living a pipe dream. You want to put in average effort. You want amazing results. Yeah, go to Subway. I hear they have great tuna.
Matt Damon.
I'm really eager to hear how that story turns out. If they actually, I really wonder what it was. They said they had an independent test. They said they had an independent test. I don't know why they were suing for so much money. I think it was like $5 million. What? Why? Okay, so you bought a Subway sandwich and it didn't have tuna in it and you're going to sue for millions? I think that sub was like $5, right? $5 footlong. I wonder what it was. If it's really not tuna, I really want to know what it actually was. Gross. I've had tuna from Subway before. It's all watery. I've had that. I remember like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I remember I used to eat Subway. I used to eat that stuff. The way that I eat now, I've just been refining that over the last, several years. I know what works for me and what doesn't work. I know what I've done in the past. I know I'm much better now. I'm much better now with my nutrition. I've really narrowed stuff down. I see a lot of the loopholes and things I've done. I know what people justify, how they justify garbage foods and cheat days and all the extra carbohydrates. And you think you can get away with it. Sure. You think you can get away with it. You always think you can get away with it. Life is long. Oh, I'll be fine. Oh, it's just one time. Oh, you only live once, until you have cancer when you're 65. You're like, oh shit. I wonder if that, but you can't pinpoint that to all the fast food that you ate. You can't say, well, I have cancer because of this. I have heart disease because of that. So they just get away with it. All the fast food and all the crap gets away with it because there's so many factors of your life. There's so many factors, but it's really the accumulation of it. And if you're always exposing yourself to this kind of shit, big surprise that you end up with these types of diseases long term. That's just what's going to happen when you compound bad habits over time. So any one instance of a cheat, any one instance of you slacking off might not seem like a big deal in the short term. And maybe it's not, but it's never one time. It's one time every couple days for weeks and months and years and decades. And then if you look and extrapolate over the course of your life, like, wow, 10% of the time I ate like absolute dog shit. Yeah, that's going to add up. It will. And some people are going to have a lot of problems with it. And some people might get away with it a little bit more. So then you could point to one person, well, that person did this every day and they're fine. They live to be 99. Okay, there's always anomalies. Don't you want to give yourself the best chance at success? Don't you want to minimize your risk? Anyway, just different thoughts. So there's always going to be someone that wants to justify eating addictive foods. There's always going to be someone out there. And it's very popular. It's very common, very popular in the fitness industry to just play the, if it fits your macros, calories in, calories out, cheat days, blah, blah, blah. Because everyone gets to fucking bust a nut and then still be lean and still eat healthy and then eat garbage food. It's easier. It's the easy way. Is it the best way? Is it the right way? I'll leave that up to you. But the easy way to satisfy those addictions and try to justify it, those are the real disorders, I think. Those are the real disorders. People trying to justify just, oh, I'm healthy the rest of the time, but then I binge eat. I eat this garbage food once a week. It's like, why? Why? It's not good for your health. Helps you stick to your diet. Well, then you're not eating the right fucking foods. You're not eating the right shit if you have to stick to it. I'm telling you, that's not the right way to think about your food. If you have to stick to it, Like, I never have to think about sticking to my diet. I eat my fucking food. I eat the food that I eat. I eat the food that I love. I love this food. It's healthy. It's clean. It's real fucking food. It's nutrient dense. I don't have to stick to anything. I eat. And I fucking feast. Just saying. Oh, God, yeah, Randy. I got my mom to quit Jif peanut butter. I told her how veggie oils are rancid by the time consumption and what they do to the body. Vegetable oils are shit. Fucking trash. Good for you. Carl, I'm getting swole. Thanks for the inspiration. You got it. Ren, I think Foodie Beauty is going to die very soon. I hope not. I have no idea what she's up to. I'm sure she's still eating, right? Still stuffing face. I don't want her to die. I don't want anyone to die from overeating, but seems like no one fucking cares. I did that post, right? I did that post on the SwoleNormus channel, that poll. What are your thoughts on mukbangs? I'm going to do a video on that this week. Some of the responses. A lot of people are trying to justify mukbangs in the comments. It's so crazy how YouTube accepts that. YouTube promotes mukbangs and face fucking. It's disgusting. Yeah, I don't eat peanuts. Stay away from omega-6s. Stay away from legumes. I avoid those for sure. And these are all these. Look, I'm sharing you my thoughts. I'm sharing you my opinions, my experiences. You can take them for what they are, and you can narrow them down, do your elimination diet, focus, customize yourself. So I eat my certain way. You can eat your certain way. I am just sharing with you my mindset, my approach to my things, and I love it. I love it. I enjoy my food. Yum, yum, yum. Let's see. YouTube doesn't promote your shit. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, they don't. They most certainly don't. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yow.
He's heating up.
Nice. All right, let's give away the Swole card. Reminder, make sure you check out SwoleNormusX.com to join the SwoleFam. Tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio Live, and Monday is our accountability meeting. It's private, so only members will get access to that. It will stream live inside Swole TV and also inside the private Facebook group, so don't miss out on that. Tomorrow is public right here on the channels, so you can catch it even if you're not a member. Ask Papa Swolio Live tomorrow. Very exciting stuff. Let's give away today's Swole card. Let's get into it. Here we go. Music time. Who's a swole slut? Who's a little filthy swole slut today? A lot of you. I see a lot of you. Gotta land on one. And blackout curtains, indeed. One more time. 0 for 1. Blackout curtains. Scrolling. Ask Papa Swolio. Swole slut. Vegans. Booger Bubble, congratulations. You won a lot of cards. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. I was the banana for Halloween one year. Swole Slut. Congratulations. It was a close one. It was a close one between Matthew and, I just missed. It was right on the cusp, but it was, the cursor was a little bit leaning towards you. Congratulations, Booger Bubble. Everyone say congratulations. The more you show up, the more you play, the more cards you can win. Drop those comments down below. Drop those hashtags when you join the cast for a chance to win. Congratulations. Send us an email, support@swolenormus.com, 1730 in the subject, your mailing address. In the body of the email, we got a big bunch, a lot of Swole cards going out. So if you're waiting on a Swole card, they're going out. We're also getting some more envelopes. So a lot more Swole cards are coming soon. So make sure you stay tuned. Big batch going out shortly this week. So check that out. So send us that email. Congratulations, booger. And tomorrow, Ask Papa Swolio Live. Let's nut this beesh. Make sure you check out that Procast. Episode 12 is now available. Don't miss out on that. No, you cannot have. No, I knew it. No, you can take a back seat, Falcon. Enough of you. Enough of your nonsense. Tessie looking like she's going Super Saiyan here. Oh, Tessie. Oh, Tessie. Well, we had a great episode, didn't we, fam? I loved it. We talked about vegans. We talked about drinking broth. Talked about coffee. Talked about all sorts of things today. I think what we learned is that everyone's got their own style. And as long as you're crushing it, you're following those 7 pillars, you got to customize and make it work for you. Isn't that right, fam? Oh, we nailed it. Thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1730 of the most muscular Swolecast. Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Nailed it. Excellent. Excellent. All right, fam. We'll see you tomorrow. Ask Papa Swolio Live, 1731. We'll see you tomorrow. Check out Swolenormous Procast episode 12. It's available on YouTube on the Swolenormous Pro channel. You can also get it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and such. And remember, if you're not yet a member, join now, swolenormousx.com. Don't miss out on the Fuck Your Resolution specials ending this week. Only a couple days left. 3-month annual options. Do not miss out. Don't want to miss that. Oh, thank you, Matt. I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you. This is a great first episode to have joined. Thanks. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. We're here every single day, right here on the YouTube channel, The Daily Swole, and of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check us out. See you tomorrow for 1731. Ask Papa Swolio Schlive. Peace, my geese. Deuce, my goose. Ya boy. Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out. Oh, oh. Peace. All right, Falcon. We fucking nailed it. We nailed it. Oh, settle down now, little one. Settle down. It's time to make some steak.
This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm